Home with me.
I call this meeting of the Mesquite Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present and that this meeting has been duly called and the notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Government Code 551. The board will now go into a closed meeting under the authority of 551.71, consultation with attorney in section 551.074, personnel matters, to hear the level 3 grievance of Ms. Charity Banks. We'll be back. We resume our closed session meeting. No action was taken. And I want to say welcome. And this is our first 2024 meeting, and we are very happy that you're here tonight. Okay, our invocation is from Mr. Viscus, okay, and from Mundo de Faith Church. If you'll come forward, we stand for the prayer and our pledge.
Amen. Hello, family. Let us pray. Lord, today we want to thank you, first of all, for 2023, taking care of us, taking care of our city and our families. As we start this new semester, we present to you our school board and administrators, our teachers, superintendents, principals, VPs, staff, and everyone involved in Mesquite Independent School District. We ask you, Lord, to guide them. We pray for wisdom, and we pray for support, your favor, your blessings as they educate the future of our city, Mesquite, Texas. Over them and over our students and our parents and everyone here, Lord, we declare your word, which is in Numbers 6:24-26, and it says, "May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face toward you, and may the Lord give you peace." We pray this in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for your service.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Texas pledge.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. If you will introduce yourself, please. My name is Nayeli Cerda.
My name is Emily Olvera.
My name is Ryder Hill.
My name is Dekai Brown.
My name is Regina Santillian.
Where did you say candidate?
My name is Brooke Huey.
A little bit down. My name is Daniel Martinez.
Yeah.
We would now like to take a moment for the Mesquite Promise. Friends, remember the Mesquite ISD promise made to each and every one of you. You were made to excel. You belong here. Your dignity is a given. You are a difference maker. Amigos, recuerden, la promesa de Mesquite ISD que ha hecho a todos y cada uno de ustedes. Fuiste hecho para sobresalir. Tú perteneces aquí. Tu dignidad es un hecho. Tú haces una diferencia.
Thank you. They are from Canaday Elementary School. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Canaday, wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. This is, I believe, yeah. Miss Joe, did you? And Kate, while we're waiting, our two members here are ill. It's why we are less than 7 of us here today. So just FYI, keep them in your thoughts. They are very sorry not to be here.
I apologize, I lost one of my notes. Well, tonight is Board Recognition Night. We always do that during the month of January. And so wanted to begin this evening by thanking you for your service. Each one of you has received a little gift bag of goodie items from the district. And we just wanted to thank you again for what you do on a volunteer basis for us year-round. We have several speakers that would like to see you tonight, that would like to speak to you tonight. So I'm going to invite Kimberly Matchtiff from MEA to come forward and speak on behalf of the district's employees.
Wow, cool.
Good evening. Since the beginning of the Mesquite Education Association in 1958, we have long valued its partnership with Mesquite ISD. On behalf of the Mesquite Education Association, I want to take this opportunity to express our appreciation for your tireless efforts toward making our district one of the best places to work and grow. Your unwavering commitment to putting our students first is praiseworthy, and we are grateful for your support in helping teachers continue to learn and lead in their classrooms. Your hard work and dedication to improving the lives of our students and staff do not go unnoticed. We also want to thank you for the unseen efforts and countless hours you put in behind the scenes to ensure our district lives up to the expectations of our families and students. Your willingness to listen and respond to our thoughts, concerns, and ideas shows your genuine consideration for the well-being of our students and staff. During this Board Appreciation Month, we want you to know that your efforts are truly appreciated. Thank you for your continued support of MEA and dedication to making Mesquite ISD a great place to thrive. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to give you these custom picture puzzles. We, the Mesquite Education Association, want to continue staying connected with the school board this semester and many more to come.
Thank you so much.
You're very
Thank you,
welcome.
thank you. You guys are a great asset to this community. Oh, look, yay! Thank you, thank you. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
You probably noticed some of the artwork positioned around the dais, and I just wanted to call your attention to that. Our
Yes.
students created that for y'all this evening. Please feel free to take those home and
Oh, thank you.
display them at your home.
Thank you very much.
Inside your gift bag too, I also wanted to let you know that there is a custom designed scarf or tie
She has hers on. Yes.
featuring all of the mascots from our high schools. So
Aw.
we were really pleased to give that for you.
Oh.
All right, and next, I'd like to introduce Ian Lee, a senior from John Horn High School. And he's going to address the board on behalf of our for our 38,000 students. Ian.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the Mesquite Independent School District, administrators, teachers, and parents, good evening. My name is Ian Calvin Lee. I am a fellow student and the senior class president at John Horn High School. I stand before you today not only as a student, but as a voice of gratitude and appreciation on behalf of the entire student body in Mesquite ISD. It is an honor to address this esteemed gathering and express our deepest thanks for the remarkable work that the district has done for our education and growth. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the tireless efforts of our dedicated teachers and staff members. Your commitment to providing us with a nurturing and stimulating environment has been nothing but short of inspiring. From the early grades all the way to high school, your passion for education has ignited a flame within us, fostering a love for learning that will last a lifetime. The Mesquite ISD has not only imparted academic knowledge, but has also played a pivotal role in shaping our character and instilling values that extended beyond the classroom. The emphasis on diversity, inclusivity, and respect for one another has created a school culture that is both enriching and empowering. It is through these principles that we, as students, learn not only to excel academically, but also to become responsible and compassionate members of society. A heartfelt thank you is also due to the school board, whose dedication to our education and well-being has not gone unnoticed. Your strategic vision and decision-making have paved the way for numerous opportunities and advancements within our district. Your commitment to providing resources, fostering innovation, and adapting to the ever-changing landscape of education is commendable. As students, we are grateful for the unwavering support that the school board provides to ensure our success both in and outside of the classroom. It is essential to recognize that education extends beyond textbooks and classrooms. The Mesquite ISD has excelled in creating an environment that encourages extracurricular involvement, be it in sports, arts, or various clubs. These activities not only contribute to our physical and mental well-being, but also teach us valuable life lessons such as teamwork, leadership, and resilience. As students, we are the beneficiaries of your collective efforts. Your commitment to fostering an atmosphere on growth, curiosity, and exploration has allowed us to discover our passions and talents. Whether it's in academics, arts, sports, or any other pursuit, Mesquite ISD has provided us with a platform to thrive and succeed. In conclusion, on behalf of the entire student body, I want to express our deepest gratitude to the Mesquite ISD and its school board. Your dedication to excellence, your unwavering support, and your commitment to shaping the leaders of tomorrow has not gone unnoticed. We are not just students. We are beneficiaries of a community that believes in the transformative power of education. Thank you for being the architects of our success, for inspiring us to dream big, and for creating an educational environment where those dreams can become a reality. Mesquite ISD, you have truly made a difference in all of our lives, and for that, we are eternally grateful. We are proud to be a part of a district that values education, diversity, and the holistic development of its students. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will. Maybe I'll share. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yes.
And let's honor our board with one more round of applause for them. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You say something. Say something if you would like. Yeah.
That was awesome. Just saying, that was awesome.
Yes, it was amazing. Yeah.
You know, Madam President, I'll be remiss as superintendent during Board Appreciation Month, and after hearing all these wonderful words from employees and student representatives, not to say a few words. I get the privilege of spending a lot of hours behind the scenes with this amazing group, and I am truly honored to be part of this team of 8. When I first took this job, I didn't understand how much I would be pushed, challenged, grown, supported, but all of it was to make sure that the decisions that we put forth to this body were in the best interest of this community. And I honestly felt that from every single one of these members, even the ones not present tonight. And you can't imagine, there are volunteers. You cannot imagine the hours that they put in. During the holiday break, we met and we talked about the district and how we're moving forward and things of that nature. You don't get that everywhere in every community that I've served, and I've served in 5. And for that, I want to say, board, thank you for your service. Thank you for your dedication. but more than anything, thank you for your loyalty to this community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for your kind words. Mr. Bingham, do you have anything you'd like to share? I'm good. You're good. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's a real privilege to serve, and the work that we do in the area of public education is the most important work in the country right now.
Amen.
It is. I keep saying that over and over again. It's the most important work in the United States right now, because public education is the great equalizer. If we don't do this well, if we don't do this better, if we don't get our act together, the difference between the haves and the have-nots is going to get worse, and the country will be less than it needs to be. So it's a privilege for all of us as board members. I know I speak for all of us, that this is some of the most important work being done in America right now.
I agree. I agree. Mr. Rose? Anything? Yeah, that's right. You can't beat that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Okay.
Madam President, we do have one more group that would like to say something this evening. This is our Library Services Department.
All right.
And Emma McDonald is here to give you a presentation on their behalf.
All right.
Yeah, we were a little nervous. Don't forget us. We've been planning this for a while.
Thank you.
So good evening to board members, Dr. Rivera. We are so happy to be standing in front of you to just let you know how grateful and thankful on behalf of Library Services and all the librarians in our school district that we are for the support that you offer to libraries, to librarians, to our students, to the importance of reading in our district and the importance that it makes in the lives of our students. In honor of you, our school board, we have purchased a book for each campus with a dedication to the school board in the front of it. The title of the book is A Kid's Book About Belonging. So a few years ago, you as the school board made a statement that struck a deep chord within librarians, and that is that we are committed to create a culture that leads to belonging. This is a deeply held belief and commitment for librarians in school, public, and academic libraries as well. We strive to create a space that is warm, welcoming, vibrant, and open for all students, staff, families, and the community. As school librarians, we also work to support the board priorities with the Mesquite Promise as the foundation for all of our interactions with others. We take the Mesquite Promise to heart and are grateful for a school board who supports all of our students and staff in the community. Thank you for all that you do each and every year and for the ways that you support us, our learning, and our learning community. We really appreciate you. And so we have a book we bought this for every campus. We also have one for each of you with a dedication plate in the front cover with all of your names in there. So thank you so very much.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, awesome. Yes, thank you, thank you. Oh, I know it, I love it.
All right, and now we're going to begin recognizing some of our staff members. Each month we install 2 new members into our Apple Corps, and this is no exception. So I'd like to introduce Lee Carver from Shaw Elementary School. We have a brief video about her.
This is my first year at Shaw Elementary, and I immediately recognized Lee Carver. This is an educator with the biggest heart. She's highly involved, not only with her kids, but with our kids at Shaw Elementary. I cannot think of anyone better, more deserving for this award than Lee Carver. And what I can tell you is, other schools have great educators, but we have Lee Carver. And it is an honor to have her at Shaw Elementary.
Teaching is important to me because we influence the future. It's our job to make sure that we motivate kids and prove to them that they can achieve more than what they think, and to where they feel like, hey, it's okay to try that because I can make it. It's going to make for a better future for them and for all of us.
I have to read that. I put that back. Here we go. I'm going to read proclamation. Whereas the Mesquite Independent School District Board of Trustees seeks to honor outstanding classroom teachers who demonstrate leadership, innovation, and dedication to the students of Mesquite ISD, and whereas the Mesquite ISD Apple Corps consists of exceptional teachers nominated by their peers to receive the school district's highest recognition. Therefore, be it resolved that the board officially welcomes Lee Carver into the Mesquite ISD Apple Corps on the 9th day of January, 2024. Thank you for what you do for our school.
Okay, I would definitely like to thank Mesquite ISD. I did not start out in education. I actually have a bachelor's in business and an associate in business, so I am an alt cert. Mesquite really took a chance on me. Did not have student teaching. I was hired whenever there was not a shortage of teachers. And I have to thank Ms. Banuelos for taking that chance on me, and also for Mesquite allowing her to do that. I couldn't have made it without my Shaw family and my special friends that are in my life to support me and push me to achieve more. Jennifer Morris, thank goodness for her and her new teacher camp, always pushing you. And also for Jennifer Heiser for pushing me after I became a teacher to achieve more in PACE training and how to help other new teachers and really get involved in the district. I've come up with a lot of crazy ideas. I have to appreciate Dr. Garcia for listening to them and kind of going, okay, let's do this. Because he had to come in behind Ms. Banuelos where I did all the crazy ideas as well. Ms. Flores, thank you for tolerating me when I would call her on break just to make sure she remembers who I am. And I would really like for my Shaw past and current family, please stand. I am who I am because of them and because of the people in this district. They made me who I am, and then just really appreciate all the opportunities that I've been given here and the love.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else you'd like to introduce specifically?
I have my very good friends. I have Todd, Katie, and Tyler. They were here to support me as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our second inductee this evening is Mr. Jeff Casper from Broomland Vanguard High School, and we have a video about him as well.
Hi, Jeff. We just wanted to say thank you so much for everything you do here at Vanguard High School, and congratulations. You always put kids first. They're always engaged in your classroom. You do so much around here at Vanguard, and you are one of the reasons why the culture here is the way it is. It's because your love for students, your love for your colleagues, and just the love for what you do. And we just thank you so much. And it's a great honor, and you are worthy of that honor. So on behalf of Vanguard High School, we appreciate you, we love you, and congratulations.
Oops. Uh-oh.
We may be better that way.
If it wasn't for their dedication or efforts, I think I would have put here my family earn scholarship and break some of that generational poverty that my family had experienced. And so it's a joy to pay that forward to future Mesquite residents with our students and invest in them just like educators did for me. And it's a joy each and every day because our students are the future. And
Yeah. is. The good thing about me getting to read this to Jeff is I've been in his classroom.
That's right.
Do you remember? Yes, yes, and it was, spoke to his students. It was a wonderful experience, and it's my pleasure to read this to you today. Whereas the Mesquite Independent School District Board of Trustees seeks to honor outstanding classroom teachers who demonstrate leadership, innovation, dedication to the students of Mesquite ISD, and whereas the Mesquite ISD Apple Corps consists of exceptional teachers nominated by their peers to receive the school district's highest recognition. Therefore, be it resolved that the board officially welcomes Jeff Casper into Mesquite ISD Apple Corps on the 9th day of January, 2024. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. First, I'd like to thank Emily, my beautiful wife. Anything I do is because she's right there helping out. She's an integral part of anything I accomplish. And by the way, she's twice the teacher I'll ever be over at McWhorter Elementary. I'd also like to thank the staff at Vanguard, the teachers who poured into me when I was first coming up as an educator and who continue to do so. Just as an example, Kelly Riddle, Teacher of the Year at Vanguard, teaches with me now and at West Mesquite, and he came tonight from Waxahachie just to support me. And also, as my toddler and infant were crying, he took both of them just to let Emily be here. I also want to thank Clint Elsasser. I hope this room knows how great of a leader he is and the culture that he is creating at Vanguard. It's the most creative, positive climate I've ever worked in. And so we are very lucky in this district to have Vanguard, but it is lucky to have Mr. Elsasser as its leader. And then lastly, I want to thank this room, both the board, Dr. Rivera, Central Administration, but also all the educators in the room for doing incredible work, like Mr. Bingham said, in the face of a hostile environment sometimes. The state legislature, when it undercuts or underfunds public education. The people in this room come forward to support public education, to overcome all of that, and I think this room knows just how important that work is for the next generation. And so I'm inspired by you guys, by this room, by the people I work with, and by our students. Thank you.
All right, each month we also recognize one of our outstanding paraprofessionals. And tonight, that person is from North Mesquite High School. I'd like to ask Mr. TJ Reed to come forward and introduce her.
Good evening, Board and Dr. Rivera. It is my honor and privilege to have the opportunity to recognize Ms. Morgan Wiley as the MISD Star Para of the Month. Ms. Wiley is a vital staff member at North Mesquite in her role as Principal Secretary. She's an amazing employee and person who exemplifies Northside pride every single day. She's extremely dedicated to North Mesquite and strives every day to provide whatever is needed for our staff and students to be successful. She does this flawlessly, but she doesn't stop there. Her dedication to the campus is highlighted by her actions and commitments that go above and beyond her title as Principal Secretary, some of which include volunteering for the Big Blue Band during football and marching season, cooking meals for team dinners. She's also been known to create and design t-shirts for clubs and organizations when their original orders don't come in on time. And not to mention all the thoughtful gifts, notes, meals, and other special things she does for our staff. I know I speak for all staff and students at North when I say thank you, Ms. Wiley, for all the things that you do to make a positive impact at North Mesquite. You truly make North a special place. Congratulations, Ms. Wiley, MISD Star Para of the Month.
For the past several years, Replay Talk has recognized a community partner each month at the board meeting for their loyal involvement with the program. Beginning tonight, we will recognize a community partner that is involved with our family engagement department, and we will have a video for that right now.
This month, we are recognizing Molina Healthcare as our Mesquite ISD community partner.
When our company, which is Molina Healthcare, came up with the idea of us starting a mom's club, they said, go out and find an organization or a school district that is right now focusing on working with the moms the way we want to work.
This year, Molina Healthcare hosted the Moms Club at the Family Engagement Center, where moms were able to participate in fun learning activities.
It has made a great impact just to see how those moms are so open to ask questions. They're not afraid. We do see a lot of that out in the community where they're even afraid to ask questions. And to see the passion that Mesquite ISD have for their families has been an amazing opportunity.
Thank you, Molina Healthcare, for supporting our moms at Mesquite ISD.
Okay, and now we have some students to recognize for their outstanding work. From Mesquite High School, this is Xavier Medrano. He is Academic All-State second team in cross country. From Mesquite High, Betsady Nahara, Academic All-State second team cross country. Edith Patlin Martinez, Mesquite High School, Academic All-State second team cross country. From Horn High School, this is Aiden Hernandez, Academic All-State second team football.
And that's his coach, Coach Allen.
And he's here with his coach, Coach Allen, this evening. Next, from Horn High School, we have Dante Ross, Academic All-State first team in football.
And the student representatives of the volleyball team.
Okay.
And that's what they achieved.
Next, we have student representatives from the Horn volleyball team. They were by-district qualifiers, and their coach is Tiffany Williams. Moving on to North Mesquite High School, this is Luke Cedar, Academic All-State second team in football. And his father and coach, Tim Cedar, is here with him. Next is Trenton Tubbs from North Mesquite, Academic All-State second team in football.
State volleyball, and then 2 student representatives, and that's our coach.
Representing North Mesquite High School volleyball, we have Elizabeth Saucedo and Emily James, by-district qualifiers, and their coach is Larry Lima. From West Mesquite High School, this is Abdi Hernandez, Academic All-State first team in football. Also from West, this is Nathan Reyes, academic All-State, second team in football.
State volleyball team, student representative.
And representing West Mesquite Volleyball, we have student representatives. They are co-district champs and bi-district champs, and their coach is Renee McKibben. From Poteet High School, this is Munir Hijaz, academic All-State second team in tennis with his coach, Phil Gordon. All right. From Poteet High School, this is Christopher Rollins, academic All-State first team in football, and his coach, Rodney McLean. And next we have Christopher Latimer from Poteet High School, academic All-State second team in football, and Coach McLean is also his coach. Representing Poteet Volleyball, they were co-district champs and bi-district champs. Their coach is Erica Dupree Miles. And that concludes our recognitions for this evening.
Thank you so much. Do you want to take a 5-minute break? Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break here, guys. We will come back at 7:15. We will continue our meeting from our break. Yes. Our next item on our agenda is the consent agenda. Is there any discussion from the consent agenda?
Move to approve.
Okay, by Greg Everett. Gary Bingham is the second. Any other discussion, any thoughts? Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Is there anyone, Ms. Joe, for our audience? Thank you, okay. Personnel, this is an action item. Dr. Rivera?
Yes, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. We're here tonight. We have 3 recommendations from administration, so I'm going to start with the Director of Transportation. I believe Mr. Taylor Morris has the information on this particular recommendation. No, sir.
It's my honor to recommend a new Director of Transportation for Mesquite Independent School District. With me today, I have Raymond Forsberg. Raymond Forsberg has been involved in education and student transportation for over 25 years. At the age of 18, he started driving a school bus in San Diego, California, his hometown. After relocating to Dallas in 2003, he carried on his transportation career with the Dallas County Schools. Over his time at DCS, he served as a school bus driver, a supervisor, a driver trainer, manager, the interim director, and then in 2018, he was hired as a transportation manager in DISD. He was promoted to director of the Longview Service Center in September of 2021. He has been certified through TEKS as a school bus driver instructor. He's an active member of the Texas Association for Pupil Transportation and is a certified transportation official. In addition, he is a past president of the North Texas chapter of TAPT, and he served on its executive committee for 5 years. I'm proud to introduce, potentially, Raymond Forsberg as our Director of Transportation. I know this is an action item for you all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Any questions? Second, okay. Any other discussion? All those that approve, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Madam President, Dr. Rivera, and board members. Just thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to serve this community, serve the school district. This is a little bit like homecoming to me. My son is a graduate of Mesquite High School 2009.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and
Awesome.
you know, thank you. And also, I want to, if you don't mind, just give a little thanks to my family members and friends who's actually listening in attendance right now from Hawaii, my home state in California, Washington State, Oklahoma, in-laws in Puerto Rico, as well as cousins in Georgia and DC.
Wow.
They're all here listening in to share this moment in time with me. And again, I want to thank you all. Oh, and don't let me forget Texas. My wife is at home listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
As well as other colleagues here in Texas that I've gotten to know over the years. So again, thank you very much for the opportunity and granting me this opportunity to serve this community in this district. Thank you.
Well, welcome, sir.
All right.
Welcome. Yes.
Thank you, Pam.
Madam President, the next recommendation we have for you is going to be the Coordinator of Safety and Security. And I believe Mr. Jeff is, yeah, there he is. He's going to present this information to you, this recommendation.
Good evening, President Hornsby and board members. I'm really excited to have the opportunity to present this recommendation to you all for approval. And so I bring before you tonight Willie Wilkins. Willie, if you would, he's right here. Okay. So Willie attended Washburn University in Topeka, Kansas. He earned his Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice with minor in Psychology in 2007 and a Master of Criminal Justice degree in 2012. Willie currently holds a Master Peace Officer certification issued by the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement. Willie has over 20 years in public service. He started his career in corrections in 2000 before becoming a state agent. He began his uniform law enforcement career in 2008 with Topeka Police Department. He has served in various roles and assignments, including Patrol Division, Gang Task Force, Community Policing Unit, Detective Sergeant, and CID Sergeant. Willie transferred to Wiley Police Department in 2018 and has been serving as a school resource officer assigned to Wiley High School since 2019. Willie Wilkins.
Yes. Yes.
Madam President, I move to approve Willie Wilkins from Washburn and Wiley as our new coordinator for safety and security.
Is there a second? Yes, Mr. Bingham. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? No, same sign. Action. Welcome, sir. Yeah, welcome to the family.
And then our final recommendation, Madam President, goes for Assistant Principal for Dr. John Horn High School, and I believe Ms. Job has the information for you. It's not on.
It is my honor to introduce you to Leigh Stats, who is going to be the new assistant principal at Horn High School with your approval. Leigh has completed 16 years in the field of education. He began his teaching career as an English teacher in Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD. Mr. Stats also served as an English teacher in Forney ISD and Garland ISD. And in 2016, Mr. Stats became an assistant principal at South Garland High School. He also served as the leader of P-TECH and Early College High School at Rowlett High School. Most recently, Mr. Stats served as principal of Eustis High School and Eustis ISD. Mr. Stats earned a Bachelor of Arts in English from the University of Texas at Arlington and a Master's of Education in Educational Leadership from Stephen F. Austin State University. Welcome, Mr. Stats.
Is this an action item? Yeah, this is an action item?
This is an action item, so
Yeah, this is an action item?
I move to approve William Lath Stats as the new assistant principal at Horn High School.
And this second by Mr. Bingham. All right. Oh, okay. All right. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Welcome. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
welcome, Mr. Stats.
Uh-huh. Thank you. All right.
All right, Madam President, and those are the only recommendations for this board meeting from administration.
Our next action item is a level 3 grievance hearing of Charity Banks. Is there any discussion? Is there a motion? So considered. All right, our next action item is consider a motion to propose termination of term contract Ricardo Tejo.
Yes, good evening. The administration does recommend the proposal to terminate the term contract of Mr. Ricardo Tejo.
Is second? Okay, all right. Is there any discussion? All those approved, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Okay, thank you, sir. Sorry. Okay, we have a personnel report. I believe they're all here.
Good evening, Board and Dr. Rivera. I'm very thankful that I get to speak to you about all the great things that are happening here at in Personnel Services. Let's see, I think we have a slide here, okay. As you can see from our first slide, personnel consists of various departments and divisions. There have been some changes, but the most notable being Dr. Andrea Hensley, who has been an excellent addition to Personnel Services, and we can't say enough about great things about her and her leadership, so thank you. Personnel Services consists of elementary, secondary professionals, paraprofessionals, sub-certifications, fingerprinting, auxiliary personnel, professional learning, benefits, and the Mesquite Education Health Center, the Mesquite Employee Health Center. This chart will let you know about the responsibilities and the changes that have recently happened. I don't want to go through and bore you with all the details, but you can see the changes that have been made there. I'm excited to report that our department leadership developed with the facilitator over 2 days a department continuous improvement plan. Okay, it's a living document and it's updated every 2 weeks to ensure that we're keeping ourselves accountable. We've established our vision, our mission, and our vision for our department, which you can see. Our mission is our why. The Mesquite ISD Personnel Services Department exists to retain, support, and develop excellent employees. And that's our why. And our how is our vision. The MISD Personnel Services Department will provide positive client experiences, fostering growth, trust, and confidence. Okay, and then I'd like to highlight the attainable objectives. It's not just the vision and the mission. We've done attainable objectives with action items. They include our TASB alignment and legal compliance, effective processes, automated systems, staffing, communication, new teacher support and retention, and employment growth, advancement, and professional learning. And we have also included a link so you can see that in more detail at your leisure. So we've been pretty busy. We've also completed our TASB HR review. This was completed in October of 2023. It was done with the intent of having an object entity like TASB to review our processes, our procedures, and our practices for improvement. We're happy to say that many of the recommendations were aligned already with our district improvement plan, so we're headed in the right direction as far as aligning that. And it was consisted of many items, having to submit a whole bunch of items. But it also interviewed other departments in the district as well as other people. So currently, this review interviewed 17 different departments and campuses with 57 district leaders. So we got a lot of feedback on improvement of our processes and things of that nature. We're also currently participating in the TASB Pay Systems Review. So we're looking at a lot of things in HR. TASB will evaluate our MISD pay systems, including pay for extra duty assignments, which includes athletics, fine arts, and academics. And it is going to improve our competitive alignment when we achieve our MISD goals. The services and deliverables, they're going to analyze the competitive pay position in the local job market, build or adjust pay structures aligned with market rates, develop implementation models with cost estimates for pay adjustments. It'll recommend stipend schedules for extracurricular duty assignments and recommend individual stipend pay adjustments to improve our competitive alignment and control costs. And to date, it has been conducted with 12 departments and campuses and a number of campus leaders as well. And we expect that target draft report to be at the end of February. Let's see, the TASB HR review, TASB pay systems. Okay. We've been really busy this year in personnel services. In 3 months, from June 1st of 2023 to August 31st of 2023, personnel services has processed 811 new hires. The total number of full-time active employees that we have are 5,663, and they're divided up between professionals, paraprofessionals, and auxiliary. And then our total number of teachers is 2,907. Elementary has 1,336, and secondary has 1,571. So lots of processing, lots of new hires to build up. Let's see. Okay. The next slide will give you a profile of professional new hires. It's broken down into ethnicity, race, degrees, experience, and returning graduates. You can see our demographics breakdown, our degrees, the no degrees. I know you'll have questions about that, but those are our PACE teachers, our people that are moving towards certification. So that's where we have the 57, the number 57. Our experience, you can see that our 0 years of experience are our biggest group with 278. But we're very impressed and we're very happy that we have professional learning because of their new teacher academy, their teacher support systems. They've been phenomenal in helping our new teachers grow with paid mentors and such. You will also see that in combined 1 to 5 years to 11 plus, we hired this year 303 employees that had previous experience, which is really awesome. And I think it's because of our salaries and our competitive rates that we had this year really called a lot of people back or called a lot of people to Mesquite ISD. So we're really proud of that. And then especially proud of the 36 graduates returning from Mesquite ISD. So we're happy to have them and they were ready. Okay. Our TAPER report gives us some data up to 22-23. So we're a year behind. But the trends as far as the district, region, state teacher turnover, we're comparable every year with to the state, but we are usually lower than the region in our districts. We're expecting in 2024 the teacher turnover rates to decrease, and that's due to the increase in salaries, our innovative recruitment and retention programs, our teacher pipeline programs such as PACE and TEAMS, and the teacher retention programs and our teacher support specialists. So those have been very vital to keeping our teachers this year, and we'll have that information next year. Benefits, we're happy to report that our health plan participation has increased by 243 lives in this past year. We attribute that to personal vacancies being filled and employees being able to afford insurance because there was a salary increase and no increase to the health plan. Our benefits department does a wonderful job. If you haven't had a chance to go to that department, they're excellent. We've seen some positives also in our substitute teacher fill rates. As you can see from August to December, there is an increased percentage in our fill rates from 22 to 23. In August is up 23%, September up 13, and so forth. But we also think that people are being called back to subbing because COVID is now over, so they're more apt to come, and that's something that we're going to keep striving for, is getting our subs well paid and recruited so they can help us fill our substitution rates. Our department highlights, we've gone paperless, which is awesome. The things that we've done is our employee contracts are completely paperless, our employee onboarding is paperless, and the employee handbook acknowledgement is gone paperless. So we're expecting more of our processes to go paperless as well. We're very excited about our retention and recruitment strategies, Team Space, Ready, Set, Teach, our college and university partnerships, and our teacher support specialists, along with job fairs and our paid campus members. We are officially taking over staffing in HR, so it's going to be very fun to have our meetings, one-on-ones with our principals so they can let us know all of their needs, and we can meet their needs with a smiling face and help them and resource them as best possible. And then we are self-funded in our employee health plan. Okay, it's been real busy. We're excited to present and improve our plan experience with personnel services, and we thank you for listening and your time this evening. Do we have any questions? Okay, thank you very much.
Good evening. Good evening, Madam President, and of course our board members and Dr. Rivera. To be honest with you, I really don't have to present because our students kind of did the Mesquite Promise tonight. And so, wow, I was just really surprised and also just really honored. Tonight, thank you for allowing me to come and just give you an update about what we've been doing in the Department of Leadership and Empowerment with Mesquite ISD. I'm going to start with the statement that you approved in June of 2021, which is we are committed to creating a culture of dignity that leads to belonging. That has been the lens that we have used as a school district to look at several areas and everything from department, but discipline and instruction, to student leadership, to how we just look at RITs, everything. And so I'm just really, really proud of this statement that you committed to a couple of years ago, and just know that we have used this as a lens to help us really make some great decisions. I also wanted to share with you the 52 LET captains. They are on our campuses, and they are doing, as you could see just earlier today and tonight, amazing work with students. The way that they are working to build culture, and a culture of just not excellence, but also just one of dignity and understanding of what it is to be human, what it is to be able to grow, what it is to thrive. Our LET captains are just leading that work in such a way that it just makes all of us really proud. Also, I wanted to talk to you about how we are qualifying and quantifying the work that we currently do, because of course, you know, belonging work is really relational. But we in Mesquite ISD have really worked to really make it quantifiable so that we can really put numbers to it to see, you know, are we growing? Are we making an improvement? Are we making an impact? And what we have noticed is that we really actually have a lot of work to do, but we also have made some significant strides. When you take a look at this particular slide here, what you notice is that we are in the 10th percentile nationally when it comes to belonging. And and that is among our middle school students and our high school students. And so you'd ask, well, why is that? Well, what we've found is that our 5th and 6th graders begin to really feel like they don't belong and they're not really connecting. And so as LET captains at the middle school level and also at the high school level, those captains have really taken looked at that data and said, you know what can we really specifically do to target those students and make sure that by the time they get to high school that they really feel like they belong. And so our middle school captains in particular, they have a huge task, but they are definitely up to it, and they are doing and making some incredible opportunities and creating opportunities for students to strive and excel and really connect to at least one adult on the campus, which is really, really key. The other piece that you see there is that over 75% of our students, and you'll see this in this data set here, that when we talk about belonging and we talk about teacher-student relationships, 75% of our students that are in grades 3rd to 5th grade, they feel like they belong to somebody on that campus, that someone knows them, they know about their families, they know about what they're going through, their struggles, etc., and that they are connecting with them. And look at that. It has grown since we started looking at this particular data, and so that is a huge benefit. And even with our 6th through 12th grade students, we see the same thing. That yes, is it 3 percentage points higher than it was when we started in fall of 2021? Absolutely, right? But we know we have some work to do there, and we're okay with that. We also are trying to qualify when we talk about different data sets like STAR and some of the other things. And just know that, right now we don't have a lot of data that really would give us some really true indicator that, yes, this is making an impact and a difference. But we do see where there are definitely some benefits there. And so when we talk about things like belonging, when we talk about teacher-student relationships, we are really trying to quantify that work and see whether or not it is making an impact. What I do want you to note is that our students are saying, for the most part, that they may not have an adult that they're necessarily connecting with, but they're still excelling. And that is really key. So can you just imagine what this might look like if our students if we're really being more purposeful and intentional about how we are building relationships with our young people, what the impact that could have on our students, not only academically, but also behaviorally. I also want to talk about the highlight that you actually participated in back in September. This conference that was with TASB and TASA was really amazing. We had about a little over 30 different school districts come out to really look at the Mesquite Promise and try to figure out, how can I use and incorporate this in my school district? It was well received. There is an article in the Texas Monthly that came out in November, and I've gotten lots of phone calls as a result of this, so thank you. The other highlight that I wanted to mention is the Promise of Monday. This is something that we've asked people to kind of sign up for. But what I want you to know is that in December of just last month, we had over 20,000 views. Not only did people open up this particular document, but they actually reviewed the video that's there. They also took a look at the resources. I will tell you that I have a separate team of about 7 people that actually come together once every 5 weeks or so, and we actually go through and curate documents that we can possibly use for this one little document that we send out bi-monthly to our community. And so just to know that we have that kind of impact and that it is really making a difference with people. And I get calls and emails all the time about, oh, I used that video, or what a great article, where'd you all find that? And so it is really having an impact on our community. And that is the QR code if you all want to kind of sign up for it right now. Also, of course, the Mesquite Promise is actually over our priorities and is kind of the umbrella. And we are really excited about strategic planning, which I'm so thankful to Dr. Feinglass, because truly strategic planning is just such a great opportunity to kind of rethink like what you're doing is for us as a department. As I've told Dr. Rivera over and over again, hey, we've kind of, these goals that we set 3 years ago, we've done them. So now I'm really ready to see what the next steps will look like for us as a district and our department. And then, of course, our Emerging Leaders Program is going really well, and I have a short video that will discuss that a little bit more, but it is up and running at every single one of our high schools. Our students are just amazing. And, I mean, you all saw Ian up here. He is an emerging leader, by the way, and I mean, I just can't say enough. And it is really targeting. We're not targeting those students that are really high. We're targeting our students who are everyday students who really don't know where they kind of belong. And we're saying, hey, come and join us. Come and be a part of this. Our students are discovering that they have leadership skills that they did not know they have. And that's really what this is all about. In terms of overall accomplishments, I did want to highlight this because we have 91% of all of our campuses that have already turned in their campus culture plan for the school year. So that is amazing to have 91%. We're also continuing to build a partnership with the city of Box Springs, as well as what we've done with the city of Mesquite, to really kind of make sure that we're embedding the Mesquite Promise and having those talks and discussions and pushing it out to the community as much as we can. I'm also working with the Effective Schools Framework and helping some of those campuses there with Lever 3 in the Effective Schools Framework Lever 3 area for culture and development. And then, of course, I'm continuing to do some training with the Mesquite Promise. We are getting ready to do some major training, I've heard, coming up. And then right now we have about 700 students that signed up for Emerging Leaders. Now, are they all participating? We'll see, right? A lot of them are, all right? I would say at least 500 of them are actively. And so, but we had 700 that signed up at the beginning of the school year. I'm really excited about that. So why is this important? Because those 4 principles and those 16 habits that we are really trying to have our students not only embrace, but really model and embody, we think that it's gonna make the difference. And it really is who we are. So we have a short video that really starts to kind of talk a little bit about what we're doing so far.
Ideas, have a mentor-mentee program. But we went there and let's do something fun that will be fun for kids and teachers. So we do that, what we call the Let Hangout. So once a month we get together and we have teachers and students playing together games. One time we did board games, the other time we did video games. Last week we did video games. And it's a different dynamic because that's not how they're used to. They see teachers as like robots, like some aliens. They're not like human beings. But when they see them in that context playing video games like that, they see them as a person. That creates a great sense of belonging, which is what the Mesquite Promise is all about.
What we've been doing here at Horn, we have a role, responsibility, relationships, and respect. Being able to get the kids to understand that you genuinely care about them as a person and not just being a student or just being a number.
When I'm talking to other principals and they're also telling us about ROAR and how it's affecting their campus and the things that they're seeing happening with their kids, it's exciting because, I can hear the same vocabulary. The kids are using it every day. The principals are using it every day, and so that can only trickle down to our elementary schools. And hopefully we're going to start seeing it with our parents as well. So I'm really excited about that.
I love that the Mesquite Promise aligns with something that Rutherford was already, working towards, which is the Rutherford Way, because we had a system that we just were able just to tweak a couple words, and it was able just to fit right on in and be aligned. The Mesquite Promise and the Rutherford Way, it definitely goes hand in hand, and that's who we are.
The teachers here, I know that the way they make you feel belong here is they do fun activities with you and they just make you feel like it. The past years, I felt like this is a home to me, I love this place.
Our goal on creating honest spaces of belonging and exemplifying leadership continues to grow in our district. The Emerging Leaders Program that started in the fall of 2021 with 250 students has continued to grow and create empathetic and compassionate leaders for our community and beyond. Our leaders have been in various spotlights throughout our school district and continue to grow and expand their opportunities as leaders in our community. From our fall social that happens every October, to the community service in Mesquite and beyond, to leading other campus student organizations, to our celebration of knowledge and receiving awards and hundreds of thousands of dollars in scholarships. These now 700 emerging leaders continue to expand their horizons.
When I first joined, it was like, oh, this is just another like leadership club to like put on my transcript. It wasn't really like, I'm just gonna be like participating. But then when I realized like we do things and we grow together and we learn together as like a whole unit, like everybody is not individual, everybody's not like competing. It's more like, oh, you wanna do this with me and this person does this, and even if you don't know that person, we still do it together.
I have a student named Francisco Perez, and I didn't really think of him as a leader when he was just in my math class. But he's now in my Emerging Leaders class, and I have them create lessons for the Amazing Shake students. And I see how Frankie, like stands up and just walks up in front of the kids, attention grabbing. I didn't teach him how to do that or anything like that.
I have one student in particular that comes to mind. He started off his freshman year very insecure in how his upbringing was, and just recently I told him, I was like, I am so proud of all of the growth that I've seen from you. And just recently he sent me an email. He was like, I didn't think anyone was noticing how hard I was trying to better myself.
This mission to remove barriers and create opportunities for our young people, our teachers, and our staff members, that ultimately enables our students' ability to excel, to belong, to understand that our dignity is a given, and to become difference makers. This is our Mesquite Promise.
Any
Appreciate it.
questions?
No, just comments of awesome. I know it had to thrill your heart when Canada said the Mesquite Promise. I know. So it's pervasive, isn't it? And that makes us
happening,
proud.
yeah.
It makes us proud, yeah. It's very much part of Mesquite ISD.
The junior high thing just kind of hit home with me because, you know, before we get that big drop, but I mean, you think if you're going from the fishbowl into the pond, going from your elementary school where you're the big dog
fish.
on campus, and then you get thrown into that pond, and I can see that. And hopefully we can, I mean, that's not an easy fix.
It isn't.
You know?
Yeah, it isn't. But I would like to share that our LET captains, we're really fortunate. Many of them are assistant principals, and so they have really taken a really vested interest in not only making sure that they're writing goals and actions that are really applicable, but that can be done. Yeah. And that's the really key, that they're actionable and that we're gonna get them done, and we're going to create a timeline to ensure that that happens, and then go back and look back and say, hey, what did we do there? How did that work? What do we now need to do? And so it's that constant going back. You know, you're never really done with this work because it is relational at the end of the day. You're just never done, but you keep working it. And it's also great information, because to know that, wow, this is where we drop off. This is where our students just feel like they're struggling at that point. So what do we do? How do we come in and fill the gap? And so that's exactly how we're using this data to kind of fill gaps and really build our kiddo.
I would think as that becomes systemic, that drop would get a lot. I think that'll happen naturally.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's good work. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Moore, I believe you're going to be the person giving this report. You notice your buddy snuck down under the desk, you know, so you.
Well, good evening again.
Uh-huh.
So I get the privilege of talking about the intruder detection audits tonight. And of course, as you all know, we don't go into details about the audits, but so far this year, the TA has conducted 22 IDAs on MISD campuses, and Since December's board meeting, we've had 2, which is why we're talking about it again tonight. And in general, when we do have a finding, if we have a finding, basically that involves some type of training that needs to take place as a corrective action, which is what the TEA calls it. And so basically, these IDAs, the auditor comes out, he checks the building perimeter, they discuss visitor check-in procedures, and they look at our exterior door check log just to make sure that we're doing or are in compliance with state statutes or mandates. And so I know a lot of people look at audits and they can be very time-consuming and they can be unpleasant, but in my opinion, and the way I look at these is it's a positive thing and a benefit for our district. Because whenever we're looking at emergency management, we always want to look for ways to improve. And so when they do come in, whether there's findings or not, it helps us to not be complacent. And in safety and security, we can't do that. So I look at it that way, that even when there are findings, it helps us in our prevention, mitigation, and preparedness efforts. And as you know, we also can discuss the details in executive session, and then we do discuss details in the Safety and Security Committee meetings. So that's it for our IDA report tonight.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Good. Yes. Dr. Rivera, do you have any further things?
No, ma'am. I do not, Madam President.
Ms. Jobe, are you